All right, good afternoon, everyone. We're going to get started here in a couple of minutes. If you're still looking for seats, there are some empty ones around the tables, and we will get started here shortly. Thanks for coming. Oh, this is perfect. That's
Cool. Good? That's really cool.
Alrighty, everyone, we're going to go ahead and get started now. Good afternoon. Thank you all so much for being here. My name is Melanie V. Hill, and I'm the Assistant Dean of Students for Equity and Belonging here at the University of Wyoming. I oversee our Multicultural Affairs office. On behalf of Multicultural Affairs and international students and scholars, I am pleased to welcome you to the Multicultural Graduation Celebration today. This event is a celebration of achievement honoring the community of LGBTQ students, students of color, and international students who are graduating from the University of Wyoming this fall. We are gathered this afternoon to honor their achievements and to allow them the opportunity to share a few thoughts on their graduation and to perhaps offer thanks to those who have supported them on this journey. For all of us within Multicultural Affairs and international students and scholars, it is the highlight of our year to celebrate our students' graduation. We are so proud of all of their accomplishments during their time here at UW. Before we begin, I'd like to take a moment to recognize some folks. We want to thank everyone in attendance, both in person and virtually, for sharing in this special day. At this time, if we have any international and multicultural alumni, we'd ask them to rise to be recognized for your support of our students. Nobody? Oh my God. Well, I'm an alumni, I guess. No. Oh, this is starting off great. We also want to show our appreciation for the student, volunteers, and staff whose help made today's event possible. Thank you, friends of graduates, and thank you to the families of our graduates. You have provided essential support to these students through your role as a friend, parent, grandparent, aunt, uncle, sister, brother, cousin, or friend who has become family. We want to especially recognize those who have traveled great distances to be here today, as well as those who may be joining us remotely via our online broadcast. We want to recognize your efforts and thank you for sharing your student with us during their academic journey. The staff members from International Students and Scholars and Multicultural Affairs are thrilled to honor our graduates this afternoon with this community celebration and to share our students' accomplishments with everyone in attendance and watching virtually. We intend to make this event personal and allow every student the opportunity to share a few thoughts as they receive their stoles and certificates. But first, we have invited a special graduate the chance to share their thoughts on graduation. Each year, the Multicultural Affairs and International Students and Scholars staff select one student to speak at the graduation ceremony. This year, the planning committee proudly selected Riley Scores to speak. Riley is graduating with her bachelor's degree in speech, language, and hearing sciences and disability studies. Riley came to the university in fall of 2019, which was also my first year here, so we kind of grown together. Over the past several years, I have watched Riley flourish from being a first-year student who was curious and wanted to make an impact here at UW, all the way to the graduate she is today. Riley was absolutely pivotal in creating one of campus's most successful and well-known student organizations, the Queer Community Coalition. In all of her not-so-abundant free time, she was also key in the creation of Slay Weekend through the Shepherd Symposium, UW Access Day, and was ASUW's Chief of Staff. We are so incredibly proud of Riley, and the University of Wyoming is better because she was here. Without further ado, I'd like to welcome the wonderful Riley Scores to the stage.
This is fancy. All right. Hi, everyone. I am so honored to be here to celebrate this amazing accomplishment with you all and your loved ones. I want to take a moment to thank Melanie for the kind introduction that actually made me tear up a little, to think about the growth that we both have experienced here on campus. If it's okay with y'all, I'd like to take this time today to reflect on the past, celebrate the present, and get excited for the future. I'll also sprinkle in some snippets of advice to fulfill my obligation as graduation ceremony speaker. I find myself spending a lot of time dreaming of the future, about the next big goal that I'm working towards. I feel like the world spins so quickly that there's no time to sit still and enjoy what is happening right in front of us, let alone reflect on the lessons of the past. My time here at UW was so much more than attending classes and earning a degree, often from the comfort of my couch on Zoom. It was about finding my voice. And as a future speech-language pathologist, I have a thing about voices. If I stop and truly think about the past, what stands out to me is how rarely I used my own voice, due to my own fears and insecurities alongside outside pressures to stay silent. Growing up as an anxious queer kid in Rock Springs, Wyoming, I was short on places where I felt like I could fit in and be myself, or even figure out who that person was to begin with. I so desperately wanted to grow and learn and be that proud queer person out loud. Instead, I spent all of my time and energy making my voice quieter for the sake of others and being so ashamed of what I had to say that I often ended up saying nothing at all. There were times when I was so scared of what would happen if I spoke and lived my truth that I would perform as the person that everyone thought I was instead. Things were looking up once I arrived in Laramie until COVID hit. I remember sitting in my small apartment feeling so isolated doing classes on the computer. It didn't feel like I was making progress towards anything. I didn't make friends with the people who sat next to me in the lecture hall. I didn't create study groups or run into people in the union. For a time in one's life that is being touted as being the best years of your life, I sure felt like I was missing something. But as time went on, in the midst of all that Zoom nonsense, I found friends, social support, and a community through organizations like Shepherd Symposium, Queer Community Coalition, ASUW, and Multicultural Affairs. Those were the people that made my college experience as amazing as it was, and those were the people who were there for me when it felt impossible to go on. And standing here before you today is the best, most authentic version of myself so far. And that is because of my friends and my community and what I've learned here at UW. I'm more confident and hopeful than I have ever been, and that's what being your authentic self does. That's what living out loud and proud does for you. That's what this experience has been for me, and I hope that in some way you all have also experienced that joy. Those of us in this room might challenge what people think of when they think of University of Wyoming Cowboys, but we certainly don't leave any room for doubt that we exemplify those traits. In the spirit of celebrating our accomplishments, I want to talk about one of my proudest ones, Queer Community Coalition. QCC was founded out of a desire to create supportive spaces for queer UW students. Having an intentional space where folks could hang out, meet new people, and even do a little bit of advocacy was so amazing. I also think that it provides guidance on what to do when you don't feel like there is a place for you to share your voice, whether that be on a college campus or otherwise. Carve out and create that space yourself. Or, as former Representative Shirley Chisholm would say, if there isn't room for you at the table, bring a folding chair. Chisholm was the first Black woman elected to US Congress, and if y'all don't know her, you should look her up. Y'all, I must say, college is hard. It's exams and essays and faculty who don't know how to use Canvas and the pressure to succeed and make friends and be involved and volunteer and politics and the growing pains of becoming independent and the mortifying ordeal of being known. This very moment, or maybe more accurately, the moment that will happen tomorrow in the Arena Auditorium when your name is spoken, and hopefully pronounced correctly, is what we have been working towards for such a long time. So I want us all to take a moment to sit and be proud of ourselves for getting to this point. Each and every one of us encountered obstacles that made us question if we were capable of this challenge, occasions where we questioned if we belonged here, and times where it felt like we were alone in this journey. But in true cowboy fashion, we approached those obstacles with grit and perseverance. We stood up for ourselves, used our voices, and faced those obstacles head on. We showed those moments of doubt who's boss, and we did so all while dealing with the never-ending Laramie wind. The world needs more people like us, that's for sure. But maybe alongside that joy you're feeling, there's some small voice in the back of your head that is telling you that this ending is bittersweet. This moment is kind of bittersweet, because this time in our lives is never going to happen again. There are just as many lasts associated with this time as there are firsts. Although you best believe that even as an alumni 20 years from now, I will be in War Memorial Stadium screaming my heart out to cheer on those Cowboys. It's okay to grieve this time in your life. Things are changing, and the future is vast and unknown. I know that before I said that I spend a lot of time dreaming of the future, but the reality is that I spend a lot of time worrying about it. I don't know where I'm going to be living next year, and that's scary. I don't know who my classmates will be, if I will have scholarships or if I will need to take out loans, or if I'll be able to find an apartment that has a big front window for my cat Gibbs. Whenever those anxious, irrational voices in my head get too loud, and I have thought of every worst-case scenario possible, I ask myself the following question out loud with clear articulation and powerful inflection. What if it turns out better than you ever could have imagined? There are places and people and songs and books and restaurants that we will love, and we don't even know them yet. How exciting is that? Whether your next step is to enter the workforce, continue your education, or take some time to rest and recharge, just know this, it's going to be awesome. I know that y'all are going to use your voices to change this world for the better, and I can't wait to see how it all turns out. Thank you.
Thank you, Riley, for those wonderful remarks. It's kind of hard not to get choked up and then I have to come back and talk at you. So we will now begin the moment you've been waiting for, the recognition of our fall 2023 graduates. Today, we are proud to honor students who are graduating with bachelor's, master's, and doctoral degrees. Our graduates are from a wide range of cultural backgrounds and are graduating with degrees from a breadth of academic disciplines. We will recognize each student individually. Graduates, when we call your name, please come up to this side of the stage. We will present you with a certificate and a traditional or cultural stole. Some stoles have flags representing international countries of origin. Some stoles represent cultural heritage or identity. Regardless of the design, we honor you with the stole to recognize your achievement in graduating. We want you to wear the stole you received tonight over your graduation gown with pride as you participate in your commencement ceremonies tomorrow. After receiving your certificate and stole, each graduate has the option to publicly express gratitude to the family, friends, faculty, staff, and all those who have made your UW journey possible. Sharing a few words is encouraged, but definitely optional. We are aware that some students in this room may have other ceremonies taking place shortly after this one concludes. You should have plenty of time to make it to those other events. So please, after you receive your certificate and stole, quietly return to your seat so that all of the graduates can have the same attention from the audience and other graduates. We will now welcome our Multicultural Affairs and International Students and Scholar staff to the stage to present graduates with their certificates and stoles. Announcing our graduates' names today is Maya Marces, our Intersectional Program Coordinator in Multicultural Affairs. And presenting the stoles to our graduates is Cora Wolfgang, our Queer Program Coordinator in MA, and Abby Lozano, Coordinator in ISS. Thank you.
Hello. All right. Okay. So we've got our mics set up. Yeah. So when you come up on stage, I'll go ahead and announce your name. And if you want to come up this way behind me, you'll receive your stole and your certificate from Cora and Abby. And then if you would like to say some words, we'll give you a chance and you can use this podium over here. All right. So starting out, we have Ezra Musa Alumari from Irbid, Jordan, graduating with a doctorate in civil engineering and a minor in geotechnical engineering. After graduating, Ezra will be applying for jobs. And I'm not sure if Ezra was able to make it, but we wanted to offer that chance. Yes, thank you. Okay. Next, we have Batul Barakat Asmani from Amman, Jordan, graduating with a Master's of Business Administration. After graduating, she will be focusing on her career and making a positive impact on society.
Hi all. Actually, I didn't prepared for a speech. Just I want to say thank you all and everyone who helped make this year full of wonderful moment. Also, I will not forget to thank the ISS department, especially Abby. I know that I was asking a lot, sorry. Actually, in this 2 years, I have made wonderful memories. And also, the University of Wyoming will remain in my heart. Thank you.
All right, and our next graduate is Wolfstar Layla Duran from the Wind River Reservation, Wyoming. Wolfstar is graduating. Wolfstar is graduating with a bachelor's in Native American and Indigenous Studies. After graduating, Wolfstar plans on keeping the federal government accountable for their broken promises to the Native American peoples.
Oh gosh. Hello, I'm Wolfstar. Dos Nanananat Hisis Hasa. Hello, my name is Wolfstar Duran. I'm Northern Rapo from the Wind River Reservation. And oh my gosh, I was really overwhelmed. I'm finally here. It's been like 6 years. Finally got my bachelor's degree. I just want to thank you for all those who have supported me along my journey. Also want to thank you to my mom and my late dad, Crawford White. I know he's here with me today, so thank you.
Our next graduate is Maureen Kobusinye. Maureen is from Kampala, Uganda. She's graduating with a doctorate in counselor education and supervision. After graduation, she plans on doing mental health work and counselor education and supervision.
Hello. I'm so excited to be here. I don't know where to start. I think when I'm done, I'll write a book called something called The Generosity of the American People. Yes, I come from Uganda, and now I'm University of Wyoming has sponsored my studies here, and I have found family and friends in Wyoming. I have a full table over there, so I'm not feeling lonely or anything. My chair is in the house with her family, my friends. For me, it's a very unique position to be in this place, being so far away from home, but yet feeling at home in a very distant place. And I can't forget the international scholars, Maria, Abby, Jill, Diang. It's been, I don't know, I keep telling them I'd never seen people like them, people who work with you as if you're the only student they are focusing on. So it makes life easier for students like us who come from far away. I don't know how many people even know where Africa or Uganda is. And I came here during the COVID, and our time difference is about 10 hours. So right now in Uganda is 2 a.m. And so sometimes Maria would have to wait to send me documentations, all kinds of paperwork to submit to the embassy to process my visa. So I'd never seen people so committed like the Multicultural and International Scholars Office. I'm really so, so grateful. Thank you so much.
Our next graduate is Santosh Marianam from Hyderabad, India. Santosh, oh, go ahead, yes. Santosh is graduating with dual bachelor's degrees in finance and economics. After graduation, Santosh has accepted a job as a financial analyst for Kiewit Corporation.
Riley was right, this is fancy. So I'm going to keep this fairly short. I know all of us have to listen to one too many speeches between now and tomorrow afternoon, so I'm sure all of you will appreciate, but I couldn't go away without thanking the people who led me to be where I am today. If it wasn't for that 45-minute conversation with Maria before I came here, I don't think I would have been standing here. The only thing I have to say about that conversation is that she told me it would be a little cold here. She lied about how cold she is. So, but yeah, even before my first step here in Laramie, ISIS was there for me. Jill, Maria, Abby, you've been there throughout this whole very, very long journey for me to be where I am. My parents are here with me. I wanted to thank them. If it wasn't for them, their undoubted support throughout this whole journey, again, I wouldn't be standing here. And a couple other people, my sister, who couldn't be here because she's doing her vacation in Vietnam. And I don't blame her, given our weather right now. And I mean, without her moral support, everything, I mean, she was there with me throughout every step I took to get here. And last but not least, Shelly and my friends and everyone else who's here with me. Shelly was my manager. She was my friend at ACW. She was there with me throughout this whole journey. So again, I want to thank everyone who's here and who isn't here to help me to get to where I am. So thanks. And I'll also say I'm glad I don't have to open Canvas tomorrow morning and look at my editing.
Our next graduate is Joanna Luis de Oliveira Olson from Thornton, Colorado. Joanna is graduating with a master's in mechanical engineering. After graduating, she plans on getting a job in the energy and research field.
I'm not much of a public speaker, but I just want to thank everyone who has supported me throughout my journey. I'm really happy to be almost done.
Okay. Our next graduate is Eric Chauvin Quallen. Eric is from Farmington, Connecticut. He's graduating with a doctorate in ecology, and he has accepted a position as a field station director at Juniata College in Pennsylvania.
Thank you very much. Thank you to my mom, who's in the back, for being here. One of the cool things for me is that I've been here for a long time. I did my bachelor's here, actually, and my bachelor's degree said Emily on it. And I'm really, really grateful that this one says Eric. And it wouldn't say that without the help of folks like Cora, all my friends and community here, who made it possible to do that while also surviving a doctorate. So thank you all.
Our next graduate is Iris Safara. Iris is from Athens, Greece, and she is graduating with a bachelor's in business management of human resources.
Sorry. I just wanted to thank pretty much everybody at the University of Wyoming, and most especially the Internationals office, because I wouldn't be here without them. And then I would really like to thank my friends and family that they're here tonight to celebrate with me. That's all. Thank you.
And our last graduate, but certainly not our least graduate, is Jai Kennedy Williams from West Hollywood, California. Jai is graduating with her bachelor's in outdoor recreation and tourism management with a concentration in cultural and international tourism. After graduating, she plans on moving to Colorado and begin traveling the world while creating memories with her son and her partner.
Thanks, Juriel. That's all. I will cry if I say any more.
And before we conclude, I would like to call Riley Scores back up to the stage to give her an opportunity to say some thank yous.
Hello again. I just wanted to take like the isolated, unique moment to thank the people who made this all possible. I want to thank my parents, my grandparents, and my aunts for loving me and cheering me on throughout this journey. Mom, thank you so much for being here. It means so much to me. And finally, I would like to thank everyone who tolerated my complaining of my physics course all semester. I passed it, so.
So I just want to say, before I introduce myself, that I really like these kind of smaller graduations because they just really give us a chance to get to know each other. And you guys have shared some really beautiful things today, and proud of y'all. So my name is Jill Johnson. I work in International Students and Scholars, and I have the pleasure of closing today's ceremony. Can I just say, aren't our students awesome? Can we just give them a round? Yeah. Graduates, we are so proud of your accomplishments and are honored to have been a part of your journey. We hope that you will all stay in touch with us wherever you go. Please, please, please. With that in mind, graduates, this weekend you will join the ranks of an elite group of people, University of Wyoming alumni. To celebrate that milestone, we've invited Lucas Hansen from the UW Foundation to share a few words about how you can continue your relationship with the University of Wyoming. Please join me, Lucas, to share your greetings from the UW Foundation and Alumni Association.
Thank you, Jill, and thank you, everyone at the team. It's so awesome to be here. So congratulations, graduates. As I said, it's an absolute honor to stand up here today and to speak to you about Beyond Graduation. I am here as a representative of the UW Foundation and also Alumni Association, where I serve as the Development Director for Multicultural Affairs and International Students and Scholars. I'm filled with immense pride witnessing this multicultural graduation ceremony. I have also been an international student, a domestic student. I am a two-time UW multicultural graduate, so it truly is amazing working with people who want to support events such as this and support the staff that can make all of this possible. The world we live in today is interconnected, it is vibrant, and increasingly reliant on collective collaboration. Your multicultural experience equips you with a unique advantage, the ability to navigate through different cultures, communicate across diverse backgrounds, and embrace the richness of global perspectives. As you embark on your respective paths, remember the value of your unique cultural heritage. Embrace it, share it, and let it be the guiding force that amplifies your voice in a world that needs more inclusivity and understanding. You are the ambassadors of unity, breaking down barriers and fostering a world where diversity is not merely tolerated, but celebrated. Moreover, your journey does not end with graduation. In fact, it's just the beginning. You are now all UW alum, and I'm so excited to have you in this family. Your alma mater remains a cornerstone for your growth, offering resources, networks, and opportunities to stay connected and continue learning. The Alumni Association is here to support your aspirations, facilitate connections, and help you carve a path towards success. But it's not about just what you can gain. It's also about what you can give back. As alumni, we have the chance to pay it forward, to contribute to the growth and success of future generations. Your experiences, your wisdom, and your achievements can serve as a guiding force and light for those who will follow in all of our footsteps. By staying connected and actively participating in the Alumni Association, you continue to leave a mark on our UW community. So in closing, I urge you to stay connected and stay involved with ISS, with Multicultural Affairs, and with the UW family and community. Your multicultural upbringing has bestowed upon you the gift of empathy, adaptability, and a global perspective, qualities that are invaluable in today's interconnected world. So congratulations, thank you, and go Pokes.
Thank you, Lucas. That was awesome. Really appreciate that. So graduates, if you're able and willing, we'd like you to stand so that we can recognize you all one last time. Thank you, guys. We want to wish our graduates our sincere congratulations and congratulations to the families as well. We share your pride today and feel so honored that we have been a part of your students' journey. Let's give our graduates a final round of applause. Congratulations and good luck to you all. Let's continue to visit and enjoy at our reception. This year we have the pleasure of sharing Thai spice together. Yum. Thank you all for coming and honoring our graduates this afternoon. Graduates, we would like to borrow you for a few minutes while your families start in the food line by taking a group photo, if you guys are willing, by the stage. So if you could come up here in a second. And from all of us here at UW, we want you to remember the following. No matter where you go from here, once a cowboy, always a cowboy.